Hey yo y'all, welcome to WatchaMania. It's your AEW Dynamite 250, Little Rock, Arkansas, watching along in live reactions. I'm your host, Advocate. As always, how we doing, y'all? Hope your weeks are doing fine. Hope your weeks have been doing well, even. Hope the wrestling has been happy and the vibes been good. But if it hasn't been, I have a feeling it's going to change with that tonight. We only have 3 matches confirmed tonight, but all of them are set to be heaters, and I feel like each of them getting 15 minutes plus is going to be enough to carry the wrestling side of things. I also feel like they're going to throw on another match in here somewhere if they haven't already announced it. We just saw there's a confirmed overrun. How we doing in here, y'all? Yo, Hack's out here shouting out that we love this. All right, it's, that is my other place I call home. That's awesome, George. Welcome in, by the way. Yo, Dara. How goes it, dude? Welcome in, Mick Blackwell Jr. Yo, I love the nigga name. I am ready, yes. Jordan Kirby, it's Wednesday, you know what that means. Yes. Yeah. Greetings. Greetings indeed. Welcome in, Lone Star. Welcome in, Fred. EO, you're in curtain. Swell. Also, how goes it? Axe, what's up, dude? Welcome in, man. Hope you've been good. Yeah, you two kind of gave me the middle finger. Aw, rough. There's 2 title matches. I heard it's going to be a stack fight card. Yes, we do have 2 title matches. 2? Duh. Yes, of course we had 2. I was thinking the champion match. I'm like, is that a title match? No, it's not. Okay, good. Good. Hoping you can ramp that up. Being good. I'm doing swell, man. I'm on the incline. It's great, I should say. Specifically on the fitness side of things, that's kind of been like where I've been making most strides lately. Set new squat and deadlift PRs in the last week. Proud of that. Mariah explains her heinous actions last week. Right? I'm really curious to what that's going to be, and I feel like it's going to be a lengthy segment. We're doing good. Yes. Okay for you. Awesome to hear, man. Yeah, dude. 475 deadlift. So close to 500. Very much so. That's right, y'all. Please do drop a thumbs up in case you haven't done so already. Quickest, easiest, freest way of supporting the channel is alongside subscribing and hitting that bell on. Gets us recommended to those who might be looking for some AEW watch-along vibes. Are you excited for SummerSlam 2024? Yeah, specifically some anti-tribalism AEW vibes. That's what we're about around these parts. Because, yes, I am excited for SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam is going to be a fun show. All things considered, oh, sheesh, I knew you had power, but damn, yes, sir. Oh, yeah. It's funny, too, because I was actually underselling it. I did the math wrong the first time I did the deadlift, and then when I was doing it again, I'm like, wait, what? No, that's right. It was 475, not 470. Okay. So let me try to match that. Yeah. Gunther or Dame? It's been a long day. Gunther. I'm thinking it's Gunther. I will say we're not going to talk too much about WWE really at all once the AEW stuff gets started. But while we're here pre-show, I think it's all right. I need deadlift me for his socials. Bruh, I will. No, I did the math. I deadlift roughly 3 times my own weight. I'm around 155 to 160, depending on how I diet that week. So, yeah. It is pretty neat to come to that conclusion. Another Dynamite, how's everybody doing, Devin? I hope you're going to make it. Yes, indeed, David. I am also having a good... I'm going to have a good... I feel like I'm humble bragging to all hell, by the way, y'all. I'm sorry if that comes off conceited or something. But, yeah. This is the conversation where I can't wait for that part. Yes, XCOG. I kind of been sleeping on the fact that that's happening on this show, but I think that's going to be... I think that's probably going to be my favorite part of the show. I almost certain it's going to end up being the delayed thumbnail. So if you're on VOD watching this and it's a Mariah May thumbnail, well, I guess I know myself better than I thought. My goal has been 165. How? I should specify, Axe. I deadlift with a hex bar. I don't deadlift with a straight barbell. It's so much easier for me anatomically speaking. It feels more right. I don't know. Still hoping this. I'm thinking, Lone Star, we're getting a time limit draw because we're opening with that match, supposedly. Didn't know that was a thing. You didn't know it was a thing? Well, to be fair, not every gym has them. And they're not like, there isn't like a competition regulated thing for hex bars as far as I'm aware. Unless they're like hex bar specific competitions. But yeah, like straight bars, what everyone knows. I want to see Kenny attack Okada after Swerve's match. I'm not sure that's happening tonight, Christian. If Kenny pops up all of a sudden, that'd be epic. I'm going to pause this music. I'm going to get the Nordage going. Adam Gold should cost energy after the match leads to all into. You see, I'd love that because then we can finally get back to that story. But is Adam cleared? And is he like really, really cleared? Because I'm scared for him to get hurt. Yo, Jordan, what's up? How goes it? I'm ready for some first half hour. That's right. None of it. Interrupting. All right. Come on, Nord. I need you to hurry it up here, lad. Who is not cleared? Yeah, as far as we're aware, he's not. Just gonna go for it here. I do apologize for any brief buffering. Do not mind it, y'all. It is just so we can get a commercial past it in case you aren't able to watch it yourself or want commercial free for your own run. Right. That was buffering for a good moment there. I do apologize, y'all. I was somehow not logged in on Triller and did not realize this until just now. I do apologize. Alrighty, y'all. We should be buffer free from here. I do apologize. We're about 60-minute time limit. Oh, y'all. That's what's happening here. I see what's going on now. That's why we only have 3 matches announced for this card. Well, I'm not sure it was just my end, but wanted to say just in case stream glitch. Yes, no worries. Appreciate you, Jordan. But yes, the screen this is 58 download. Guessing I'm the one with the faulty. Okay, yes, no, Jordan. I'm glad you're not the only one who have. Cam messaged me earlier, right before the stream started, saying, hey, there's going to be some haters on alert tonight. There's already some downvotes. So I went and checked, and they weren't there. And then Cam refreshed, and they weren't there. So I'm thinking there's some hate bots about. So, yeah, y'all. Help us counter any, rampant hate bots here on YouTube this evening. Do drop a thumbs up. You show your support. Quickest, easiest, freest way. It's just a click of a button. The singles record, 19-1. I'm thinking, now that it's 60 minutes, I'm a little bit more hesitant on a time limit, but I can also see them doing that. Bring them bots, I have a hammer, yes. Right? No worries, George. You're all good, fam. Do what you gotta do. Bryce Remmenberg on the call here. Honestly, that's a good shout. How do you see? I feel like I'm pretty sure I have that turned off because I am not able to see them on my video playback. I have to go over like into the depths of the YouTube studio to see. Anyways, y'all, yes, you got the audio in case you need to sync up with your own feed. If you don't got the feed on your end, do feel free to join the Discord where we have that sidecasted for you to be able to watch along. It's commercial-free edition. We just it's an option, Axe. You can allow people to see your dislikes if you want. Feeling so bad right now. Oh, that's rough. I did not know that about Mina either. I've not seen anything about that, but I just wish her the best one way. We are here. They're soaking in this moment. That's glad you dig the energy here. He's just pissing off the people. Okay, I was like, He's not really just about to walk out right now, is he? Give me 60 minutes. You already know, dude. You already know this is what's happening. Because when was the last time this title, specifically, had a 60-minute time limit match? Got Firefox. Oh, it's a Firefox plugin to see dislikes. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've learned of plugins lately, and I don't know how I feel about them. Like Discord plugins, where that like allows you to see chats that like voice chats and channels that you otherwise wouldn't be able to see. And we went back to NXT 2.0 again. That's funny. It's funny that people go for that. Yeah, this has been the dynamic, more or less. Well, not dynamic. This has been like the aesthetic for Dynamite since March now. Yeah, and there's a lot of comparison. It was a play on their initial logos, but it can't not remind you of 2.0. You know. I used some plugins when recently started shining. Yeah, no, the thing is, like, not all of them are bad. Plugins are actually a very useful thing. It's just the invasive ones, the ones that allow you to, like, see things you shouldn't see. The downvotes, that's not that big of a deal, you know? I ain't giving you a hard time, you know? Kind of thing, you know? What state are we in? Nice. He actually got him on the drop down, went for the hidden blade. Oh, he is avoiding every strike he can. The way MJF was so skillfully but desperately trying to avoid anything and everything he thought was coming his way. We're in Little Rock, Arkansas. Awesome. I don't believe so, no. I wasn't paying much attention to the gear he came out in, if I'm honest, Tex. No worries, Ax, you're all good. Bryce in there too, right? He's on to MJF's shit. You see, he's already trying to pull shit, and Bryce is like, is this actually happening, though? MJF just taking a stroll. The thing is with that sash he's got on, my mind is just like subtly telling me it's rib tape. So it's like, why is he diving like that with bad ribs? And then I actually like hone in and see what the gear is. Draw rematch at All In. Well, the thing is, Pac just won a shot that he said is going to happen at All In. Or at very least alluded to. I'm not too sure. The AW at the end there, Hassan. That's not actually there, but yes, it is. That's how it's pronounced. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah, you bud. Alrighty, here we go. Officially. It's a 60-minute time limit, Eric.
And there's a lot of similarities with Ospreay's style, in my opinion. So I get that. So Max having that win over Omega definitely could help him here. But this is smart right here by MJF. Get an armbar, traditional armbar, and ground the aerial assassin, Shivani. Yeah, and of course he loves to use that armbar to win his matches as well.
I'm really wondering if this is going to be a time limiter. Because, yeah, it really does set up the demand for a rematch with high stakes. Please, no draw. Eric, brace yourself, fam. That's what it's looking like thus far.
I understand, Tony. We will also hear from Mariah May after her shocking betrayal 1 week ago of Titus Tony Storm. That was an unbelievable way to end. No one expected that to happen.
Kitchen sink. He's eating your call, Craig.
there by Ospreay, and a nice counter by MJF. MJF. And another to the stunner. Great job. MJF, the cover, but
I appreciate you very much.
clever student of the game is MJF. No matter if you hate the guy or like him, the guy studies the game. He understands the history of the game. He understands counter and wrestling. He's very great at that. And he's very well prepared, as you would agree. Yes, for this
Checking out them knee pads.
So I know
You see, Hex? I think I am.
But we will. It's great to have you here, Taz. Thank you. Ospreay avoids the heat seeker. Nice.
You've been coming around on MJF, I've noticed, Greg.
Ospreay able to kick out. Toughness right there by Ospreay.
Since like the end of his title reign, it seems.
Battle tested. It's well documented. You look at Ospreay's history, especially
He's already
for New Japan. And the
battle
battles he's
tested.
had. So it's tough to
Sorry, I can't hear the term battle tested and not think of Bronson Reed's theme.
upon arriving here in AEW on a 14-match unbeaten streak.
I hear that, EO, but it's funny you say that, right? Because when Hangman and Bryan Danielson went to their time limit draw a little over 2 years ago, after they got to the back, Bryan Danielson did 5 burpees to show that he wasn't even tired. Yes. Yo, what's good with that stunner? Right. I hear you. How goes it, Zachary? Hope you're doing well, friend. Welcome back, Axe.
Here's Ospreay. Sometimes it's tough to recover after some kind of hard offense. Let's take a look. Watch this shot as it flying form a springboard. I mean, he landed it all full throttle right there at Excalibur. Yeah, MJF got caught flush. He gets caught flush once again. As we return to the live action inside the ring. Ospreay connecting with an elbow strike again.
Yeah. Axe is literally Dynamite 250. Go- Damn. He hit that shit.
Well, Ospreay is still hurting, as you can see, holding his side, but that was absolutely a spectacular move. Well, let's take a look at this, Shivani. Okay, so watch. Again, we talked about this man's athleticism. It's freaky scary. Look at from this top view. It's a great view by our truck right there. Ospreay is just a freaking beast, dude. He's unreal. And imagine if you're
MVP matches, let's go, right? This really is like
to a handspring.
pay-per-view quality. At least that's what they're setting us up for. It's a little too early to call that definitively. Oh, the double psych out and then the shooting star. Ooh, that forearm. That added forearm. And then middle rope. Nice, Jordan. Jordan is ready for that shit. And I know you aren't the only one, dude. That's so awesome. No, apparently it was more than a spiral tap X. They called it a sky twister press. And I guess I get that because he landed on his back instead of no. I'm sorry. He came from backwards instead of forwards, I guess. Truth, X-Cog. Oh, is the original name for Spiral Oh, I'm sorry then, Hex. Well, to me it looks like there was an extra 180 spin to it. Because he's facing backwards instead of facing forward when he leaps. No tables, right? Like, why is that? I know why, because a table spot is a work around the rules of a disqualification, but it still feels weird. Again with this knee. Oh, he so feigned that. Right, Al? Bryce better have gotten his cardio in. He had a little jump to it, too. That's fucked up.
It's just good mental wrestling. It really is. Some would say it's scummy, sneaky, whatever. You want to win the match. Speaking of scummy, that's on brand. Yeah, scummy.
See, this is where you need cardio, ref. Jumping on the knee, he feigned. Calling it now, the knee gets legitimately worked. Wow. Really, Eric? Think we get a heel v heel match for the TNT title?
Working on it, and you see here Ospreay trying to send some cross faces the way of MJF to break that hold. Yeah, one thing that Ospreay does not want to happen, he does not want his legs to go
You need gun ref.
That's a huge part of his offense.
In the future, refs with gimmicks they are good at.
The musculature on Ospreay's legs is so well developed. That's not an easy task to take out his wheels. That's a good point, because Ospreay has some thick glutes and quads, you know, and his hammies, you know, his calves, everything, the whole lower leg.
Oh, good hits.
Where your power comes from for a lot of guys.
Who's that tattoo? Oh, that's right.
It's like it's called your X. Right. That's what that's called. Yeah, a lot of people have big glutes.
Well, this open challenge opponent. What? Are you referring to Nyla Rose? Because she wasn't leaked. She outright accepted it on Collision. If you're talking another open challenge, and in that case, yes. Because the surprise is like, especially if you have a legitimate surprise on your hands, like, just let it be a surprise, you know? But in the case of Nyla Rose, it was a case of it being an open challenge, and somebody publicly accepted that open challenge, so it just became that match instead.
Especially when the Ospreay went down, it was just a 2 count, but especially when MJF is pulling down on the tongue of your boot like that. You pull on the toe down, you pull the toe down, the whole shit, every muscle.
Just a Jericho 10,000. No. Oh, yeah.
That's what happens with a figure 4. Rough. Ospreay trying to turn. Sorry, Ospreay trying to turn. You're going to get there, so people that don't realize he's trying to turn over to alleviate the pain.
I had a feeling they were different moves, Jordan, because they just look different, you know? Like I said, like, one is a senton. You start facing forward and you land facing forward on your back. Whereas the other one, you start backwards and then you land facing forward, like, on your back. Ruining the surprise. No, you're good, Eric. Jeff is doing smart things, working the leg and slowing down the aerials. That's exactly what he needs to do. Especially when he has the time to take advantage of it, but this got turned around on him fast. And we're good, bet. Oh, he turned it back over? Oh, okay. That's an interesting counter to this situation I've yet to see. Oh, his leg slipping. Work with it, y'all. He's almost figured forward his own legs to keep the lock on. No, you're fine. I think that is okay. Look who comes say. When it comes to like YouTube chat and stuff like that, because the word assassin is in like video games and stuff. Leaving you in your hand.
I think it's smart. I wouldn't go to the upper body, but you never know what Max what he's going to do. I say kudos to both guys, and I hate Max with a passion. Dislike maybe is a better word, but what a way to begin Dynamite 250. These two men just get off.
Oh, yep. I can see him going for a one-legged Oz cutter already. Yep. That checks out, Jordan. Okay, so it started 3 past the hour, I see. Don't know the exact second, but yeah. It'll be hilarious if we're talking ourselves into a time limit draw here when they actually just sneak out a win at like 47 minutes or something like that. Kick his knee out of his knee. He's working on it. Do it. Oh, yeah, no, Jordan, that's the thing is, like, you don't use a 60-minute time limit and have this be an 18-minute match, you know? Don't get me wrong, an 18-minute match is a very healthy length for a match, but with these two lads, when you could have just had it be a 30-minute time limit and not, like, get this buzz going on it, because at this point, I do feel like, and I've tried to, like, course correct myself a little, but it has taken me out of the match in a little bit and trying to figure out the game plan here, you know? Because they're all of a sudden 60-minute time limit. I think they need to put into practice into just using 60-minute time limits for all non-television championships. TNT title, TBS title, sure, 20-minute time limit. Every other title, hour-long time limit, don't matter the implications, work with it. Create some kayfabe excuse for what you're prepared to do in case that you do have an hour-long tag title match in the middle of Dynamite. Because I think that's why they avoid doing that. But just work with it, you know? Yeesh, that was a vicious elbow. But I suppose he's got the knee worked out. He's just got to start breaking him down elsewhere, right? 2 seconds early is crazy, Craig, but I think that'd be so fun. I think that's a fun subversion of expectations. I can see some people being not okay with it, but at this point, there is not going to be a result that pleases everyone, and that's fine. There almost never is when it comes to AEW. Collision on Dynamite. Love to see it. I just hope we never get Dynamite on Collision, unless it's the Dynamite Kid, in which case that's the exception. But actual Dynamite on Collision, no. Big bad, no explosives on wrestling, please. Thank you. I think every match on Dynamite should be a lot more sacred, so I'm totally ready for getting long and less Dynamite. I hear that. I hear that, Jordan. At this point, let's start treating Dynamite like it's this, there's a certain prestige to the show, at least within the realm of AEW, especially within the realm of like indie wrestling. So, because yeah, you at this point you have the AEW shows tiered, you know, Rampage, Collision, Dynamite, in terms of importance. At least with guys that, I just saw your earlier message, Jordan, about the 30-minute match. Yeah. No, I hear you. When matches get that deep into it, like, there's a certain level of intensity that can only be achieved with a certain duration being reached, you know? Most pro wrestling matches don't get that long, so it's just like Dark Elevation S tier, right? Oh, very, very smart. Oh my gosh, is MJF breaking down Ospreay? Because now his arm is hurt. I also like a league system, but that will never left. Like Rampage, Collision, Dynamite leagues. Tag team, Rampage, Collision. Oh, that sounds awesome, actually, Jordan. I think there's room in pro wrestling for creating a modern shoot style wrestling. You know, maybe not the in-ring style, but the layout of things. Like fully honor a ranking system, fully have a sports-based system that makes the entire program revolve, and it be... I was talking over the most of what he said. But yeah. Rankings within leagues, you know, to achieve championships. That makes these championships so much more important. Like their promotion and relegation, like a sub. Kind of, yes. I agree, Sheet. Take it a step further, promotion and regulation. Yes, exactly. Y'all get it? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, literally have it be booked to where, like, certain people, this person didn't make the weight limit. The match was canceled. So we're instead going to have a feeder match. And you like things like that. And then that gives you a chance to feature people you probably wouldn't have an otherwise good reason to feature on the program. Hell yeah. I love the idea we all got going on here. The general same page. It's just... I think that, like, don't get me wrong. Pro wrestling absolutely needs its NXTs, its TNAs, its MLWs, its New Japans, but Like, something like that, I think, would just be like chef's kiss for me. But yeah, again, back to that arm. That salt of the earth's going to really hit once he locks it in. I'm going to start so much. Agreed. I mean, to be fair, you still get vibes of it on Ring of Honor, but you kind of shouldn't. You know, Ring of Honor is Ring of Honor. It shouldn't be ROH Dark. Create just another show for that if you really want that. But the thing is, they want so badly to just film ROH with television when you can rent out a studio and film 4 episodes a month. Like, I don't. I think when they first started Honor Club, Ring of Honor, that was the right vibe, and they just needed to keep consistent with it. In my books, could afford to have like more draws, likes, like, yeah. Really strong count up when they drew against bigger names. Yeah. No, I hear you, Craig. Like, make draws a normal thing. That isn't something like that's something people can regularly expect, but not be upset about as often. Yeah. Respect commitment to the character. Wrestlers don't have to keep it. The coolest thing. Yes, yo, big agree. Yo, that shoulder breaker, and then right back to the arm. No. Counter. Oh, he's got that. Made in Japan. That stall and everything. Good. I like going to TNT through AEW. Yes, right? Like, I've always understood how people. I always kind of like AEW's old 5-pound. Yes. Agreed, Axe. They have it where, like, it's like top 5 rankings, and then you can challenge for any singles title in the division. And it's like, that's not how that should work. Like, each title should have its own, like, that just kind of made them seem less individually important, you know?
Well, listen, Ospreay has been super active and been a fighting champion, to use that cliche. As we know, Max had a long layoff per se, so the longer this goes, it might favor Ospreay. But now, I don't know, man. Ospreay's banged up. Yeah, he is. And Max, I'm sorry, Max came back.
There's the neuralizer.
Max came back looking in great shape, though. I think we all got to agree. The time off, he worked very, very hard. Yeah.
I hear where you're coming from, Mike. I'm thinking that's good. Should you really been getting caught with that elbow at the face? I hear you, Christian. That's the plan. It's looking like too. To avoid that strike and just kind of like break down Will Ospreay as he goes. Welcome back, Mick.
Exactly. And again, instantly, Ospreay grabbing that shoulder.
Big chop.
Ospreay chopping down the challenger. MJF with those knife edges. Ospreay again. Firing it hard. No, MJF. Good block. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, nice with the one-handed cartwheel.
Into the enziguri, and now Ospreay. MJF up just.
And a torture rack decision. Oh, Argentine power bomb. Yeah, wasn't the best cover there. Still, very smooth.
They almost got beat, man. These guys are going. They're close to 30 minutes here. It's like I said, it's hot.
Shit, they are close to 30. Well, relatively. About 20, 21. No, 24.
It affects you. Well, it is the South, and it is very hot. It's been very hot in the South for a number of weeks now. I mean, that's hot in the South all the time. Not always, but absolutely. Did I mention it's humid? Humid. The humidity is stifling, makes it tough to breathe. Right. And the thing is, Taz, I mean,
Yeah, he did, Craig. But so did Ospreay. Actually. Damn, actually, when you look at the who's who they've beaten. Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson. We got a table. It's not a bad shout, Kirby, but yeah, come on, bring them back in. We're not going to have a half-hour time limit, not time limit, count-out draw. Before it was cool to pin Danielson. That was 2023. I'd argue it was already cool to pin Danielson by then. Oh, the way he is so up. He was so trying to flick off that fan. Oh, wow. Wow. I hear you. Prince Puma return would be awesome. The thing is, I don't think that's happening. We have Pocket All In waiting for the winner of this match. So I think it's just one of those things. I don't think that's how that happens. Maybe he returns after the match, but it doesn't set up a match between the two at All In necessarily. In the same way that, you know, Sting came out right after a Cody match or something like that. King. No. He was not okay with that shirt. Meanwhile, I see somebody with the I'm him. Y'all, this should be like a 37 count by now. Both at Wembley. Oh, I see. If MJF wins the title and then MJF versus Pac, that's a match. You should get Pac versus Mac. Wow, Greg and Jordan on the exact same page. Trash swirly, right? That guy was like swirly leg. Bro, you did not just try to act like you were respecting the count here. No. How are you gonna break a count that wasn't even started yet, dude? Oh, he's so close to the barricade. He's so close to the barricade. Yo, why is he so... Oh, this is... Okay, that angle might work better. I like the Pirates code. They're more like guidelines than actually rules. For real. It's like, maybe there's countouts. We might disqualify, but generally speaking, we're not about that. Oh, that Poison Rana. The way he is on his feet. I mean, the thing is, the thing that was explained to us in 2019 is referee's discretion. If the referee doesn't want to count out, they won't. If the referee doesn't want to disqualify, they won't. The sell on that was so beautiful. Whew. You had me thinking they're tag team rules. Oh, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, the tag team rules, it kind of piss me off sometimes. It's just like, it seems like nothing else other than hand smacking matters. There's no tag rope. There's no both feet on the floor. There's no... I mean, there's a 10 count for the illegal person, but it's never truly implemented. It's more so done as a courtesy to the people who complain about there not being one. When that should be a valid complaint. I like the rules of tag team matches. I'm sorry. It creates a more scientific match by default. Yeah, remember how you fucking dislocated your hip doing this shit? Actually, I'll switch from normal attack to turn attack without warning. Right? Just biting his bicep. That's rough. What I've noticed, Jordan, that they do is that that Justin Roberts' mic is very low when he does the time limit announcements, so only people in the arena here, we don't, or I believe they don't even let it feed into the broadcast anymore. So only people in the arena know. Not confirmed. It's just what seems to have been implied. And what I'm kind of figuring based on what I hear. Because, like, the few times I've heard it, it sounds like very, like, 30 minutes. 30 minutes remaining. You know, like, it sounds like so far, like, he's calling it with the mic out here. I don't know, Catherine, but please do stop spamming in the chat, please. And also do try to keep your focus here on the show. Thank you. The way Doc Samson is just like, I am unfazed. That is water. Like, he just seems so like, he's like 30 degrees off from T-posing to assert dominance on MJF. Finally got that Oz cutter off. Let's could have done a cut on the bottom step. Right? If it was just a little bit close. Wow. Of course. A kick out, hitting a crossroad. To be fair, MJF was about to go for one. Power 2, timeout of Spammer. Right? Big agree, Craig. Do feel free to implement that. Oh? Oh! Ruthless Craig has appeared. Okay, he was talking to the world. I was like, what's Bryce doing? Do watching. I'm sorry, Mick. I'm not making that out. Speak here. Oh. Yep. There it is. Brove Roads by Ospreay. Brove Roads. Again, chilling out on that Brove Roads. For real, we are about 35 minutes in. I saw how his arms went over the top rope there. Isn't it just, Jordan? It's like, what? This is a very unique match in terms of layout. Oh, very unique escape. I've never seen a thunderclap escape. BWGP is here, New Japan is here, AEW is here, old school American, right? That's MJF loves that shit. This is what. Oh? And we're only 35 minutes in to already see that much differentiation. Oh. That was a really dangerous spot. Kudos to both men. Top tier professionals here.
Everyone is on their feet here in Little Rock Dynamite 250 as Ospreay makes the crawl, makes the cover, and MJF makes the kick out.
That was a shoulder lift, not a kick out. We're here now.
It's a kick out.
Look at them standing. I mean, these two guys have pushed each other to the limit. And you know, sometimes, Taz, in a match like this, it comes down to a mistake, right?
Most of the times, yeah, it does. I mean, and the more exhaustion, the more fatigue and tired you get, the more chance there is.
It's interesting how Ospreay has like actual like it looks like he's like got like, mat burn there or something. The one arm.
He's really hurting. That left arm is really rough. Not without its cost. Was it enough? It was not.
All right, kick out is a kick out. Enough said. Yep, and sure enough, there's another one.
MJF, not enough. Well, fans, our opening contest tonight on Dynamite 250 continues in picture-in-picture. Don't go.
Not here. We still got the full feed.
This is where all those hours in the gym, all those hours training in the ring, this is where it all counts. Were you honest? Did you finish every single workout? Did you go every single step of those miles?
Okay, Ospreay wants to be checked out here.
Try to listen in here, guys. Let's listen.
Yeah. Right, EO. It's really what it's feeling like.
Our senior ringside physician, Dr. Michael Sampson, doing the consult to Will Ospreay. Just wants to make sure his arm is not completely numb. Come on. I want you to raise it. And here's the thing, Tez. We talked about this a little earlier.
Too much right there?
Well,
Okay, I get it a little bit. Okay.
Ospreay needs this. If the doctor
I'm just trying to observe the situation here.
this gives MJF crucial time to recover. It does, but the doctor has to do his job here. The referee and the doctor are doing the right thing. It's a full test here.
Right, they really did go out of their way to make the 251 an eventful evening. No, I think his no compete would be up if it happened. Here's the thing, a stoppage in this case, I believe, would make MJF champion.
As Ospreay back to his feet. A tough
250 for this, too.
I guess it was out of place, out of joint.
I think it's very smart if, in fact, Max would just lay there and take a breather during that time. I'm surprised, but smart.
When Doc Samson in the first 10 into 100%, man, has been the one constant, the one true constant. Oh.
Thrust kicks tonight for Ospreay.
Swerve and Okada got it. To be fair, it's Swerve and Okada. Have some faith in them.
But remember, Tony, the early goings of this match, MJF targeting the knees, the legs of Ospreay. Are those
Right,
guys
Craig?
in at 100%?
Just
And even though
trying to, I'm adding it in my head onto my 2023 record. It's still not quite at 250.
they feel 100%,
Got the perfect upright target, right?
close to his body, yeah, and that helps keep it. It's just less pain when you do that.
Yes, Mick, I believe I've answered this question before. I do very much watch WWE. We were just talking about SummerSlam earlier.
We got a battle between champion and challenger, but a battle against the elements, the humidity as well.
Calling yourself out in your upper third. No, I refuse to not be self-aware.
Ospreay, MJF, the AEW International Championship hanging in the balance as MJF.
Hey, Gadashi. Yo, what's up, fam? Completely understandable, Higurashi. Feel free to drop your delayed reactions, of course. Do be wary of spoilers, as we're about 40 minutes ahead of you, I think. Every time I see your record, it makes me want pizza. I hear that. Oh, caught. Oh, he's going for that tombstone this time. Damn, a jumping one. Kicking out, still here. Right, Eric? This match starting off a television program is insane. But I love that they are willing to do this. Spoilers don't really bother you? That's awesome. No, you can actually. We are admitting. I will say this is a very spoiler like spoilers respecting space, you know, but it's not to give issue to anybody who doesn't mind it on their own part. There's a slot. There's a shot by deep dish. Oh. Second Mega Driver for a second. Again on that arm. I'm sorry that yeah, it's such crud pizza, my friend. Sure, me and don't realize it was random. Thought it's a spoiler. Yeah, right. It's an interesting thing. Did I just see another? No, did you? I didn't. I haven't heard anything of this. I was not here for it. Oh, no, you're not wrong, Higurashi. I do know this to be true. It's kind of what I depend on with my thumbnails and stuff like that after the fact, but... but... I personally love the crowd of, like, watching something live from unknowing of the results, especially in pro wrestling, is the most fun way to do it. Especially with other people. It's just, like... to be able to go, oh my god, with everybody at once. Oh, that's so... oh, yeesh! All of his weight landing on his arm shoulder first. I almost laughed reading your message, Craig. Almost got a spit take out of me. Yes, go position check. Do you believe Mariah May meets Tony at All In? Yes, I think Mariah May is winning. Oh my god, the flying hidden blade. No, George is right there, right above you in chat. Right? That was, I would never seen him do a he just did a hidden blade suicina. Yes, yup. I feel that. And then a diving hidden blade? What? Oh, fair enough, Higurashi. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't realize that until you pointed it out just now, but yeah. All the same, though. Okay. Okay, it was diving form. Fair. A Suicune dive. Jeff got rocked. Yeah, he did. But he's here. No way. Frankensteiner? Mistakes were made. Mistakes were really made. Okay, so that happened. Sure enough, was still too close. Yes, Axe. Oh, you didn't. Oh, you must have missed the. Oh yeah, you didn't answer the gorilla position check. Do you think Mariah May will win it all in? Yes or I always thought Tony was from the UK. Yeah, because she does like to throw on that posh voice and stuff, but no. New Zealand born, Australian raised, if I'm not mistaken.
Sometimes your head don't have to hit, and his shoulders all screwed up, as we know. Here we go.
Guys, I'm going to say it.
It was just right up. It was just up Hex asked about it. No worries, you're good this time around, friend. No worries, bud.
Seen a match this good. That's one of the best matches we've ever had. Ever.
Kind of in the inner circle, right? Makes sense. I like calling it the curtain call just because it has history to it, right?
To start Dynamite 250, Max took the cushion off the top turnbuckle so his foot don't slip off the cushion. Very smart by Max. He's going to fly, man.
Again with this hip, dude. Didn't he almost didn't even make it either. Agreed, Steven. I'm not here for for the TV time bit.
Ospreay's left arm was quaking right there before he let out that agonized scream. And the key, and we saw it on the replay, the key is he took that cushion off the metal turnbuckle.
Call an ambulance, he said.
And what happens is your foot won't slip off that cushion. He's going off steel. That was smart by Max.
MJF Will Ospreay fans, this match for the AEW International Championship will continue. Picture in picture. If Will Ospreay can continue, it's going to be an absolute.
Right. I hear where you're coming from, Eric. I don't know if that's the best story we could tell, though, with those two. I do like the idea of Jamie Hayter just coming and being champion again. Yeah. Is it on the side cast? Oh, no, it's not on the side cast. Yeah, no worries. You're good, Axe. What it'll usually happen is at a random point in time, one of the mods will go position check and ask a question, relatively easy to answer just for the sake of not distracting from the show too much. And everyone who's watching the show in the go position answers. If they don't answer, then you get moved over to the curtain as a subtle reminder that the go position is a benefactor for stream viewers, it's not the other way around. Great too. Right, Jordan, the fact that it has already delivered this much with a single match, no segments, is incredible to me. Copy that. Yeah. It's pretty close to the barricade. I hope he didn't hit the shoulder on. Agreed, Zachary. I do think they positioned it that way on purpose because they probably didn't want the table spot to be given away that it was going to be a corner dive. Also, Max is sufficiently gassed because his entire head is soaked. I know that feeling. That's that. I still got 2 workouts left to do. Oh my god. Kind of gassed. That's the closest resemblance I can have to a pro wrestler. Sorry. I can't imagine what it's actually like in that position now in the match. He's literally like heaved over the rope, breathing heavy. They're both gassed. You see, Ospreay I'm sure is too, but he's also worked this pace much more often. So if he is gassed, he's probably more used to being this gassed, you know. Stephen Ida, if you have a Discord, you can join the Discord. If you don't, you can make one. It's relatively easy too, but yes. Join the Discord, get verified, and join the curtain. Let us know you're there. And we give you access to the show. You can watch the commercial-free edition of whatever show we're watching. Ospreay jump so high. Oh, Ospreay jump. International Space Station says 8 minutes. I think, really? Is it close? Is it 8 minutes? Jordan, what's the timer looking like? I feel like we're closer to around 9. 9, 10 maybe. Just past 10. Okay. Had a feeling. Yeah. Bet. Appreciate you. Good looking out, my man. Yo, that's a high. That's such a tender muscle. That's so not okay. Didn't start to laugh. It started at about, my estimation was 3 minutes past the hour, based on what I was given on the timer that our own Jordan Amos here has. My bad. I'm looking to stretch this comment out to make the glacier show. I love the meta of that comment, Craig. That's awesome. Please quote that. I love meta humor. The way that Bryce said, man, fuck this nonsense. What are you doing, dude? The way he's using the... He's like, no, I'm still sticking to it. And not for nothing, I'm here for these hour-long matches. They don't feel like they're an hour long. Yo, Jesse, what's up? I'm watching the wrestlers, boy. What you doing? What's up, Nugget? Zachary, so you wouldn't. What is this, fucking 2017 WWE? Let's have a 35-minute match go to DQ. Let's have a 55-minute match go to DQ finish. Doing this spot this deep in the match is nuts to me. We're doing... Driving. Be safe, my man. You best be using speech to text. Oh. I mean, F it, right? No.
What a battle these two guys are putting themselves through. Episode 250 on Dynamite. These two cats leaving it all in the ring here. Sir, go get him.
Jackson steering with my knees. Chest. See a small package, right? Creep out a roll up like that this deep in the match. That's bound to help you out. Coming up on 54 minutes here.
New Japan's G1 Climax tournament. A victory over Chris Jericho all in one to join the AEW roster. Winning his first 14 straight matches, back-to-back Casino Gauntlet matches, the AEW International Championship. That's what Will Ospreay has done in the last 12 months. He's a big match guy.
No bad. Use your feet, he said. Yes, please do stay safe, my friend, especially after your recent incident. I mean, granted, you seem to be much more awake this time around, but all the same. He is not actually teasing the kangaroo kick. Slingshot. The way he was like, woo.
What is Ospreay thinking here? What is he thinking? Ospreay.
Oh, he's gonna go for a top rope poison Rana. Oh my God, no! Ah! He just Will Ospreay. He just Will Ospreay what? Hell yes it has, Jesse. MJF rolled a nat 20. Yes, the original. Even after all that work on the leg, a bruise on MJF's quad. No, we are not doing this shit this deep. That around the bend super kick was great. Off the middle rope, rolling forearm. Yeah, he said, I'm gonna run to the ropes. The momentum didn't even send him there. Oh, up. Powerbomb land on his feet. We're speeding it. Oh, that knee. The kick. On his weakest skill, Will got 20 on his strongest, right? Fucking so serious. Also, love Jordy getting the RPG jokes. The TTV RPG joke specifically. Oh, we're doing this. Don't one. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Caught him with the super kick right out the ear. The crowd is crescendo and they don't have time to let the crowd breathe. Stun dog millionaire. Still on his feet. Poison Rana again. This time landing. One, two, right? Like, that's a great sequence for a near fall. Sets you up to be like, wait, the 2 is a 3? 4 minutes left. We got 4 minutes left, y'all. No wonder they're speeding this shit up. Oh! Collision course more so than a Spanish fly. Whatever the fuck it was. It looked impactful. Woo! Damn! Shit's intense! What an opening bout! As we're heading into hour 2, what an opening bout! These are where MJF wasn't going around for that. Right? That was concerning. MJF tucked the neck right proper, though. He fully trusted the rotation, even though he didn't get the right leap. This is a fantastic... Right, Lone Star? This is incredible. Honestly, it is. I'm happy we're getting it on television just because it's... Like, trust me, I was with you last week when it was like, on TV? Really? But they're showing up and showing out why that should be the case. I feel like a time limit draw on pay-per-view is something people would have a bit harder of a time with than they would with it being on TV.
I mean, will Ospreay retain the international title? Will MJF be crowned a new international champ? Over 50.
Nice back out. The Glacier is out back out for the match for that. Right feet, yeah. Contrast bath. Ice might not be contrast bath. Ice might not be good enough. No. Oh no. Oh, the very counter you showed him earlier in this match. Beautiful. Oh, the springboard cutter. So maybe pay good for good wrestling in this economy, right? Kick out. Yes. Yes. Love that shit. Also, Jesse, speaking of, I learned if you're watching the pay-per-views on delay, you don't need a VPN. I can give you my account to use it, to watch it. I say as I'm subscribed to like 5 different wrestling services. Felt. Puff of dope. He saw it. You saw him looking over his shoulder for it. You joined the Discord server? Yo, Steven, real one, dude. Yep, head over to venue policies. Not venue policies, venue registry, and hit them notice. Then you should have availability to join. 90 seconds, but yeah, we love this, Jesse. Good energy, love this. Come on, Ospreay, or draw. Come on, Ospreay, or draw. Come on, Ospreay, or draw. I'm sorry. I'm so worked up right now. He's thinking Tiger Driver, really? You gotta pay. He's got him. He just can't do it.
He's conflicted. He vowed never to do it. Wow. He almost ended Brian Danielson's career with that. He said, I can't do it. Here's the thing, 30 seconds remain.
Oh, Mick, not this again.
What the hell's gonna happen? Ospreay.
Yes, thank you very much, EO. Oh, Bryce is down. In fact, telling the story till he breaks and does it, right? Right, X-Kong?
Did that just happen here? Like what?
Frank really fucking called it. What? What?
AEW International Champion Maxwell Jacob Friedman, NJPW.
Man, I'm assuming he had something in his hip. Maybe the ring, I couldn't tell.
Yup. Wow. It like that was so well done. I'm not entirely convinced it wasn't meant to be a draw, and they had no choice but to call it like a shoot there.
is going to say that Will Ospreay was
You're very welcome, Steve. Appreciate you. Appreciate you participating. Hope you enjoy the community space.
a cheater, and Will Ospreay has the moral fiber that MJF could never have.
Hold on. But what he doesn't have, Ospreay, is that international title anymore. It's about winning titles. I understand what you're saying, Shivani. He did what he had to do. The ref was down. He cheated MJF. But you know what? You want that title. That's how I see it. But I get your drift. MJF
I'm gonna be up in 6 hours. Oh,
being a deplorables
wow! I can't believe this happened. This is incredible, honestly.
by being a decent human being. Obviously, both men are. Yeah, you're right. That's exactly right. Ospreay was being a decent human being. Some would say, man, you got to have that killer instinct. I'm not saying, I'm not even implying that Ospreay doesn't have that killer instinct, because he does. But he made a vow not to use that Tiger Driver. Unfortunately,
H.
it cost him. That's all
Ospreay face turning full.
diamond thick
Is he not already a face?
to drill his
Look at the.
in the head.
Look at the fucking oxygen masking them. Y'all, if this is how you have to resuscitate people after 60-minute time limit matches, maybe you don't do 60-minute time limit matches. Just saying. I mean, I don't know you can have for anything, but to get that exactly right is worth like 10 billion points, right? No. Oh, I'm sorry, Craig. I didn't see your first message. You don't have to worry about whether it was a joke, even if you're being serious. No, that's. Yeah, that the way you were on point like that is so incredible. Holy shit. The only thing I didn't like about Rice, he does the weird hovering stop to kick out like it's over.
Put back into the socket. Ospreay could be facing some serious injury. We will have to keep it.
Yeah, I hear where you're coming from.
Dynamite.
I feel like this is an impactful issue. Yeah. Ospreay has a drop callus and death. I think he already did.
Guys, I'm here with the Acclaim.
Yes,
The
he
Ring of Honor World Champion, Mark Briscoe. Now, guys, I know that you asked for this time to speak with Mark.
No, they're not really going to be in it, are they?
Mr. Briscoe, we know you're in Blood and Guts, and we know that you need a couple partners, and the only way you get the best wrestler alive on your side is with the Acclaim together. Plus, we just beat the Young Bucks a couple weeks ago. We got their numbers, so it's a no-brainer.
That's right.
That's right.
And Max and I are this close.
Sold on the Linden match, so I did his job. Truth, Jordan.
Champions again. We want a piece of their ass. Plus,
Wow.
I think AEW.
That was so awesome.
Because everyone loves the Acclaimed. We want in.
That's right! Your boys had my back just a couple weeks ago when the Elite back jumped me. So as far as I'm concerned, y'all are in, baby. But I'm not the only man calling this shot, if you understand what I'm saying.
Swerve.
Listen. We've been through our fair share of squabbles over the years, more than I can even count. Squabbles. So I know what you're all about. Also been with some battles with the Briscoes.
Yes, sir. Damn
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So I know
So his own right.
there's no better people to go to war with than the ones that you've done battle with.
Exact
All I'm
second
saying
corrector.
is,
I've never felt such elation.
y'all ready to get violent?
I'm ready.
Oh, hell yeah! The Elite, we coming for you 7 days and counting. Take. Let's go, baby!
So is FTR not involved in the story anymore? What was that? Why did they return if they're not going to be? Okay, this is. MJF so had to cheat. Yo, the new colors.
August 25th, it was made official. 1 week ago, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, will challenge Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Championship. But before we get to London tonight, our main event, Dynamite 250 for the first time ever.
The Oxley thing is just there.
Okada, a taste of what is to come next week in Nashville at Blood and Guts. God, what a night! What a night! What a night, and we are not even close to done. As now it's time
What match for Ospreay?
with Christian
Right? If not that, oh my God, we're doing this.
Roots, and most importantly,
He did not just call us saplings.
branches. The Learning Tree, Chris Jericho.
Taz, I hope you will calm down
But here's the thing. I don't see how, brother. Chris Jericho
Not the P-Ray.
throwing the fireball into the eyes of
Fuck
the
this guy.
still suffering from some blurred vision, double vision. I'm not sure having some serious issues with this. Yeah, the eye is answer, but his eyes did some issues. From that
No, let's see if I missed something you said.
on that pallet on the forklift, driven through the wall, hospitalized last week in Calgary, only recently cleared to travel back home for his recovery. I mean, Chris Jericho, Big Bill, and Brian.
I love that we have some opinions of Jericho this evening.
At some point, these three son of a bitches are gonna pay, especially the guy in the middle, him.
Flash your feet, so I don't know who won the first match. I don't have lots of people.
Jazz. Look at that
Hi, guys!
Yeah, and that was the only match thus far, David. And Ospreay just lost to MJF. 2 seconds left on the clock. Suppose you get a BG ball on the final match. Ricochet.
This city is such a high crime, violent city. 1,533 crimes for every 100,000 people. You can do better than that. But let's talk about Dynamite 250 for AEW. I was on the very first Dynamite, and I've been on almost
Officially immune to TV till Jericho. Right?
the ones that I missed. The branches were so angry. Cards and letters filed in. So I'm making a promise. I'm never going to miss another Dynamite again. I'm going to be on every one until episode 500. Thanks, guys. Because it's like I've been saying, when you listen to the
Don't do this to me.
Learning Tree, good things happen. And when you don't, people are getting hurt, damn it. This isn't right. I'm begging you to listen to the Learning
Yes, I think they took out Shibata as well. Please retire.
Look at this.
Right.
Shibata right here.
Yep.
This accident with his
With the arm.
gets a fireball in his face. Terrible, terrible travesty. And then Samoa Joe, he gets
Neo card in it.
driven through a wall because he wasn't listening to the Learning Tree. I'm begging you, this has to stop. People are getting hurt.
Oh, you didn't think it was just gonna be like 2 minutes, did you?
At this point, all of you
Come on.
realize that you need to listen to the Learning Tree.
We know Jericho better than that by now. He's gotta get his TV time, brother. Maximize your minutes.
So important. Who would be crazy enough not to listen to the Learning Tree at this point in time? Who would be
It was a joke of a
psychotic enough
menace.
not to listen and use
Fair.
the teachings of Chris Jericho? Who would be maniacal enough to ignore Chris Jericho?
Oh my God!
There we go.
Remember Chris Jericho? He tried to enlist Minoru Suzuki for Forbidden Door. He tried to bring one of the most violent men in professional wrestling to his side.
It wasn't just a fever dream, right? He did issue a challenge to Jericho for the FCW title, right?
Punish you, Chris Jericho.
Yes, Murder Grandpa is here on the scene. Oh, with a piece of paper. Oh, he got something official to say.
Heavily shocked to see Suzuki.
100%.
What's in the hand? That's what I want to know.
It's Jericho's fault. Because we know where this is going. Guys, also, his theme is not mic'd into the show, right? It's weird.
But all I could hear was Tony Schiavone's voice.
Swerve versus Okada. Oh yeah, that's absolutely the main event.
Is that what they were chanting? It was. Oh, they were chanting. Shut up.
Mercedes versus Nyla should be fun, but it's not going to be the main event.
Next week, Dynamite will be in Nashville, Tennessee for
Official order, AEW. Redwood and Bad Apple are banned from ringside for the FTW title match at Blood and Guts with...
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Minoru Suzuki is FTW champion. I like the sound of that. The headbutt drops Jericho. And
Everybody else kind of backing up, too.
yeah, Big Bill and Brian Keith are just flabbergasted by this. As Minoru Suzuki, the message has been sent. Saying, "Hi,
Suzuki
guys."
just did the hi guys. Hi guys.
Hi, guys. I know, bye, guys. But still.
Next week, FTW
Simple but effective.
Jericho, Minoru Suzuki,
I don't blame you, Jordan.
keep the Big Bill banned from ringside.
The Jericho Vortex.
The blood and guts
It makes you numb to the things you like. Because trying to act like it's a good thing that something's involved with Jericho doesn't make it a good thing that it's involved with Jericho.
You recording us? Record us right now. We saw what you just said. The Acclaimed, Mark Briscoe, Swerve. It's ridiculous.
What is that hat?
What pisses us off a little bit more, though, is the Acclaimed thinking they're going to be two-time tag team champions. Not on our watch.
Guys, I think you need a little bit of a reminder about just who the heck we are. We're the elite, the greatest faction in the history of this company. And after next week, we'll have all the gold and we'll have all the power.
Not all the gold, the World Championship.
All right, but what we do to Swerve next week, let's just say that that title might become vacant all of a sudden, because you're dealing with the most dangerous people in the business. You're dealing with the Young Bucks, the greatest tag team.
This is what
of
the
all
hat
time.
is.
You're dealing with the Rainmaker, the Continental Champion, the unpredictable scapegoat, the TNT Champion, Jack Perry, and my favorite, making his return to the elite, Hangman Adam.
The way that Okada looked at him for that.
My EVPs. I just want to thank you boys so much for banning Britt from backstage, so she can't celebrate Dynamite 250 with us.
This
Let's
isn't-
just say that there's going to be no drama from the DMD to
That's
the
correct, Craig.
via
But that's what people expected from them.
no issues. Hey,
The launch of the company, and that's what they play off.
oh, hey, Rainmake is wondering if you can do your cool dance for us.
My CEO dude?
Yeah, if that's okay.
CEO.
Why are we acting?
Go.
All right. Good to see you. You're so hot. You okay? Okay, you can go ahead and cut right there.
I thought we were gonna pan over and he was just gonna have a nosebleed and I was gonna lose it. Never mind, just remember Darby came back last week. Now that's right, yeah, right. I honestly forgot about that too.
from our partners at DraftKings.
There's the answer to your question, Hex. Okada, you have a wife, right? Alrighty, y'all. Be right back. We'll earn break. I return. It's also got music playing on its own right now. Oh, there we go. Oh, sit. Got me some more water. Please do drop a thumbs up, by the way, y'all, in case you haven't done so already. Goes a long way in supporting the channel. We're nearing 30 likes, which we seldom get outside of pay-per-view / PLE shows. So if you haven't done so, double check, make sure you have. Please and thank you. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. And of course, if you're new here, subscribe, hit that bell to always on for notifications of exclusively live stream channel here on the main feed. So you want to make sure those notifications are on. You can get alerts when we go live 3 or 4 times a week. Agreed, Hex. All the likes. I know it's annoying to hear us ask for it, but if YouTube made them less important, then we wouldn't have to ask for them all the time. But alas, this is our fate.
Introducing first from Boston, Massachusetts, she is the NJPW Strong Women's Champion and the reigning TBS Champion, the CEO, Mercedes.
The fact that she, since her AEW in-ring debut, she has won 2 championships is kind of wild to me. That's a fair share. That's a fair shout. I was thinking fair share for some reason. No, but that's a fair shout, Higurashi. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting people mixed up. That's Eric's idea. Higurashi, you're referring to MJF. Actually came out as MHF. I'm still using the microphone up. No worries. You're all good. Does she have a new theme? Yeah. Record on 101 wins in the division. That's awesome. They don't let me see post stats. No worries, EO. Just doing that in general, it's just like spreading awareness. It's spreading, like, even if just one person saw that and checked us out, like that's one more person that wouldn't have seen it otherwise. So thank you, fam. But not for nothing. Based on what I'm seeing, I'm thinking it did. Who's your favorite AEW ref? Oof. Stephon Smith has really climbed in that spot for me, but classic, I gotta go Aubrey. I can't not. Yeah, Aubrey reffing. You said I'm one of those liked Aubrey before it was cool things, you know? Bryce is the best. Hear that. So Ospreay versus MJF at all in. Bryce Stephon is a strong 2. Yeah. Hear that. Count after the other week. To be fair, he was an enforcer.
Fans still to come tonight. You hear from Mariah May for the first time since her shocking betrayal. Timeless Tony Storm, since Mariah won the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament to earn her shot at Tony Storm at Wembley Stadium, all in London. And as I was mentioning, our main event, Swerve Strickland, Kazuchika Okada, one-on-one ahead of
Right, Higurashi. Just give us a full commercial-free show. Not the twerking. She was not just twerking while stalling a vertical suplex. I can't tell if she was twerking or if she was just doing like like a stunting stall squat. But Nyla would be intense and or wild enough to do either. Speaking of wild, diving knee drop. Take away my chance to give Jeff Jarrett praise. Fair. Fair. Nice. Yo, this is wild. Putting this in perspective, would you have ever expected to see, when AEW launched, Sasha Banks versus Nyla Rose?
And Nyla giving the champion no room to breathe, hammering down with that elbow strike to the top of the head. And now into the backbreaker. This is where the size...
When they will bump for that knee spot. I liked it. You really had... That's awesome, Jordan. I love that. Who do we want to see win? Welcome, Smokey Edwards, to WatchaMania. Appreciate you joining us here. No, I didn't. Really appreciate. Hope you enjoy the vibes here. We're on our way to 500 subs, so we really appreciate that. Well, I think we're just on the cusp of 450 as well. That's nice, Rick. I mean, I would consider streamer etiquette and all that. Their first time chatting, we watched some of your reactions to the Geekbox and described you were streaming. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not see your first message. I feel very smug now. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness, you saw me on the Geekbox? Wild. Wow. Now I feel extra rude. I'm sorry. You're normally, but yes, you think Big E will ever come back in ring? I hope so. I truly hope so. But you decided to check. Thank you so much for stopping by, Rick. I appreciate you swinging by, because, yeah, really trying to grow. It's just kind of like, this has been something I was doing for years and moved it over to YouTube, and it's been a rough ride. So, just stopping by, I really appreciate that. Yes, did something happen for you this evening? Is that why you weren't able to stream yourself? But yes, Eric, to extend my answer, I hope so. It's just not too certain. Things are looking good for him at the moment based on what we've heard, but I can see it happening a few years down the road. Some game.
What do you think of that, Tony? Schiavone? Yeah. Attaboy. I mean, I like that you specify Tony Schiavone. Few people know that my government name is Tony Excalibur, so I'm glad that you clarified. We have a lot of Tonys here in this company, especially the big boss. Abdominal stretch. I didn't expect to see Mercedes do this. I got it, Schiavone. I didn't expect to see this. I'll take care of it. It's all good. You just lay out, wait for her back live here.
Fair stretch on the abdominal. Fair arch, I should say, on the abdominal stretch. Because like normally when somebody's got it locked in, like it's like this awkward position you have to be in. It just looks like she's in proper position, but still countered out of it. Had a power outage, just came back on it, decided to support fellow streamers instead of. I hear that, Rick. It's specifically with like watch along live reaction streams. It's kind of hard to start that, you know, midstream. It's just like, I don't know. There's a misflow with it, and a lot of times people aren't looking for stuff to watch along to halfway through the show. They usually like make up their mind on that stuff beforehand. So at least that's been my logic when I've had to skip on streams in the past. But yes, I appreciate the support, friend. And again, I'm sorry if it's coming off so terse. I've had other streamers come into my chats quite a few times over the years and just start talking about their own streams, usually of the same category. So they're just kind of like trying to like counter promote themselves in my own chat. It's been weird. It's usually happened when I was like much smaller and stuff, but all the same. So yes, apologies for seeming so rude. A little weird. Nyla is getting hit.
Mercedes. Oh, brother. Dropping down. Cannonball run. CEO's in trouble. A cannonball in the corner.
The weird for Nyla is getting handled.
Mercedes out. We have a new champion.
I get where you're coming from, Hex, but it's just also putting over the kind of competitor that Mercedes is. Mercedes really is like lover or hater. She's at the very least booked like one of the best women of her generation. Although that was an interesting fall. Yeah, the ankle, and she just kind of tumbled.
And then capitalizing there, Shivani. You saw her with that splash, and she's coming.
Oh, Mexicon, I wouldn't think so. No worries. Had it happen a couple of times in the past. Okay, I appreciate your understanding. As soon as I got context, I immediately regret it, because I normally don't even speak out like that, but I was just like, stand up for myself today, and sure enough, that's when it seems most rude of me to do so. It is just some paper. I expect Nyla to be a bit. Alright, Mercedes to have to sneak this one out. No, I get that, and I think that would really help put over Nyla, but I think Nyla hanging with her, going even toe for toe at certain points of this match alone has really demonstrated that. Wow, a very interesting way to prop somebody on the top rope. You're right, Craig. I feel like I haven't been giving it enough credit. I don't think Mercedes hits her finish on Nyla, though. The new one that she's been using lately, the Mone Maker. Yeah, no, that's true. But I'm not too certain. Like, I'm not fully convinced that Mercedes is the type of person. She's got a glove. No. She's got to put it on right. Oh, you're going to lockjaw, please. Nyla said, fuck this shit. You don't even do that right. Oh. Yeah. That girl, Nyla. Oh, but I do appreciate the gimmick not working out. And I also appreciate Nyla. I didn't acknowledge it at the time, but Nyla came out of the face tunnel. I think she is face, officially. A huge Jamie. I think Jamie coming back would be a little too much in the egg in the pudding. I think he just wanted Jamie back, really. I think let's get weird, right? No. I do too. I really want her back. But I do think that this would be a very random time for her to come back. I love the trolling of Britt that didn't even work out. Oh, you already know how this works. You already know how this works. Why are they catching her? What the hell? No. I thought it was British band from. Oh, I see where you're coming from with that, Hex. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. The way she is like, I feel like she just nearly escaped for her life. Do you ever stream over on Twitch as well? I used to, actually. Up until January of last year, I streamed on Twitch starting around like late 2020. I started doing Dynamite watch-alongs for Blood and Guts 2021, and eventually I just realized it was more convenient for the sake of people watching along, having like automatic playback here on YouTube, along with VODs being permanently saved, amongst other things. I felt it was just a better decision to move over to YouTube and try and make it work here. I have thought about getting like Streamlabs Prime or whatever it's called to be able to stream on multiple platforms, and that would be a return to Twitch of sorts. But I don't know. It's kind of been a cozy setup we got going on here, and a little too locked in the comfort zone. There is a gorilla. No worries, fam. Mona's reactions and fear of Britt has sold me more on Britt really well. It is really making Britt seem like a force to be reckoned with when Mona is like actually like, I am terrified. Do not let that woman get her hands on me. There was something I was asked earlier that I didn't get to expand on. Oh, XCOM saying, I wonder if we're the most sub channel. Yeah, no, I don't think we're the most subbed AEW channel. I do appreciate the sentiment, and it's very kind of you. But no, like and I'm not even sure what classifies as an AEW channel, right? Because you could look over like Wrestle Talk, for example. They do watch along. They do live reactions for pay-per-views mainly, but like they've done live reactions for AEW shows a lot. We can look over Steven Larson, Denise Salcedo. A lot of these people have done watch-alongs and live reactions. No, you did not, George. Stardom announced Okada would not be at the show due to health concerns. Yeah, I remember you saying something about that earlier. Was that May's Pro segment? I hope not, because I just kind of talked over it, and it better not have been the case. Hey, man, Page versus Swerve. Oh, did you hear the last one? And blood in. Trying to remember, did the Johnny Gargano Tommaso Ciampa turn have blood in it? If so, that one. If not, then turn that one's blood. Because I'm trying to not just go with recency bias and say Mariah, you know? Snippet leading in commercial. Okay, gotcha. AEW shows multi-stream on YouTube starting it, but smart. Yeah, no, that's a great way to grow, you know, Rick. It's a good way. DIY breakup in NXT did have blood in it. It did, yes. Okay, I'm trying to remember because it's been a while since I've seen it, but no, that might be like it when it comes to like favorite turn with blood in it. But yeah, no, it's funny you mentioned it, because I've been thinking about doing NXT watch-alongs, but it would require us moving a lot of things around here, so it's like, I would say a lot of things, but it would require a few things moving around here. I'm not sure if I'm ready to commit, because part of the reason I went out of the way to, you know, get commercial-free Dynamite was because commercials really sucked the life out of me, and there's no commercial-free version of NXT. That's all. There's also the fact that I use audio to sync, and I can't do that with WWE shows. So that's a hard one for me. But no, absolutely stream on more platforms if you can handle it. If you can handle it, stream on like TikTok as well. Stream on X, Twitter, Instagram. You know, yeah. Throw it out there because you help collect brand. If you're able to promote all the different platforms. I'm telling you things you probably already. Actually, I do apologize if I don't want this to seem like patronizing or anything. I'm so naturally inclined to just start throwing out advice in instances like this. So, just for that. Not got a favorite yet. No worries, you. Howdy. Because, yeah, you're only, like, I believe, like, about 2 weeks into AEW.
Darby Allin last week, you wanted my attention. Well, you got it now. But all you had to do was ask, did you really have to go and hurt Brandon Cutler?
That's my advice I can get.
Maybe what I mean to say is, do you think I give
Fair
a
enough.
shit about Brandon Cutler?
Aww. Aww, even he's beating up Brandon Cutler. Oh, boiler room beatdown.
Come find me tonight, and I'll show you what a real sacrifice looks like.
Well, okay then. But nah. And yes, how do they determine who gets the advantage in Blood and Guts? I believe it's going to be a coin toss. Because it doesn't seem like they've done anything. Maybe they'll do something on Collision to determine it. Maybe they'll say this champion v champion match determines it. Wow. Wow, Mariah May coming out the face tunnel and everything in the Timeless Tony Storm get up. This is iconic. Okay. I would definitely see Watchalong, so I feel it would be in the way that 2K tournaments being on two. That's exactly it, you know, the 2WC. We'd have to move that to like Friday or Saturday, and I feel like it might be a better idea to wait until I get through the Undisputed playthrough. So we just have too many moving parts. Taking her role. She came to color. All about Eve, baby. What color? But yes, Rick, yeah, like I was saying, the stream, multiple platforms, as many as you can. Find spots in your stream, organic ones, like during commercial breaks or whatever, to be like, hey, I'm doing all these platforms. Even if you don't even if you don't use these platforms, help support me on those, and the growth will just kind of feed itself. I mean, obviously, you need to, you know, spin the wheel that turns those cogs, but it can be, if you can build yourself a steady system, it helps operate itself. Excalibur had to do a double take on that. He really did. Oh my god! Shivani! None of you even know about Trovo, Vaughn Live, Indeed. Ooh! Mans is ahead of the curve.
You all saw it coming. Everybody saw it coming, except Tony Storm.
Tony, speak your shit.
A woman so desperate for the spotlight, she didn't realize she was giving it all away. The question shouldn't be why. The question should be, Mariah, what took you so long? Honestly, I didn't think it would last this long either.
Oh?
But
It's the theory, right?
So easy. And I was having so much fun stringing her along. I just wanted to see how far it would go. But then I saw Wembley. And I thought, why take the old horse out back when I can kill it in front of as many people as possible?
That's really, see, I must be gullible. I didn't see it coming.
And now I can be so much more. But don't worry, Tony. I still love you. In fact,
they want the real Tony Storm. And who's to blame them, right? What a champion she's been.
Tony, I have never loved you more than when you were on your knees, bleeding, crying, screaming my name. That was your greatest performance. And my greatest performance will be at All In. Because now, All Elite Wrestling is all about Mariah.
Wembley Stadium, Sunday, August 25th. Timeless Tony Storm.
Oh, doing the Tony Storm gimmicks. Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna get the right camera angle.
Top contender, Mariah May. But fans, right now, let's take you back to Collision this past Saturday night.
Not playing music, but yeah.
Bang Bang Gang, just a quick word.
That's right. Titles were stripped.
You're extremely high right now as you were just stripped of your
Okay, hold on. We ain't stripped of anything, okay? Whoever wants these belts is gonna have to pry them out of our cold, dead fingers. You understand? Who's gonna do that, huh?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys. Listen, I know it's an unpopular decision. I'm not happy about it either. It's not fair. But these are the rules, and I gotta follow them. It's my job.
No, you're not taking these from us.
Listen,
You're not taking
Listen, the alternative is I suspend you, and you don't have an opportunity to win the belts.
Oh my gosh, we got a lot of segments back to back to back to back. Oh my gosh, they're Stephon Smith's like, oh my god. Oh.
patriarchy. You think the Bang Bang Gang is scared of a guy with a father fetish?
No, I hear you, Rick.
The stepmom from Brazzers is a lizard? Hell no!
Oh, yeah, that's right. You know what's gonna happen? The Collision Cowboys are coming home.
What a line.
Coming home with our homies to get our hardware. That's what's gonna happen.
If you're not down with that,
AEW World Trios Championship. Yep, they have officially just stopped calling him Unified. They're done with that name. But yes, sorry. I try not to talk over promos and stuff. Yeah, I once upon a time thought there was going to be a turn. I thought it was going to be Tony Storm turning on Mariah May. Once Mariah May started to like try to be a little bit more of an individual, I thought when the Mina Shirakawa match was going to happen, and eventually it did, of course, that it was going to be, you know, her wake up call that Tony only loves her for, well, her Tony impersonations, right? But the dynamic has shifted so much because people genuinely love Tony that they kind of had to swerve that a bit, have Mina work a bit more heel to play out this angle. And it seems like the long con has been Mariah May turning, and everybody saw it but me. So, despite knowing wrestling math, I did not put two and two together here. One Christian is whatever. You see, I get the Freebird rule. My thought was, I think the idea with the Freebird rule is it cannot be implemented mid-title reign. It has to be established before a title reign begins, or at least at the start of a title reign, like Undisputed Era 2018 winning the Dusty Cup and Adam Cole and Roderick Strong becoming tag champs, only for it to be Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly to be tag champs. I believe that was, yeah, that's how that worked. Dalton and the Outrunners would be 6-man. Agreed, XCon. It does kind of bum me out that they've just unified away the Ring of Honor titles with that rich history to it. But I get it. And yeah, Rick, I'm with you. I do dig the Freebird rule, and I think it would have been fine if they just started doing it mid-title reign. I think that's what everybody thought was going to happen because they did that promo and then kind of just backtracked on it a week later. But this is how they're running with it. So I'm like, okay, I guess I can see what they're going for. Just to not have the waters muddied, you know, but it also feels like this is some weird roundabout thing to work around. Like this is some weird roundabout way to working through Buddy's absence because House of Black is going to be in this Trios program. So yeah, I agree with the introduction of the Freebird rule. Yo, nice. Tenured wrestling fan I see. Love to see that. It's so awesome. It's weird to put in perspective because I've been watching wrestling since I was like a teenager, and it's crazy to put in perspective that I've been watching wrestling like 17 years now. And it's like I still feel like a baby in comparison to some of the wrestling fans that I meet who have been watching it for decades. You know, I watched 93 wrestling, and then I talk to people who watched that 93 wrestling live, and it's just like it's crazy perspective to have. Gripping a whole wrestling era back in the 80s. Wow, you go back to the golden era, and probably even before that, huh? I think the golden era was 84 to 88. That was the new gen era up until 95. Something like that. No, I'm mixing up eras. I don't know the eras like that. I think they are kaput, Greg. They may return. They may return. Nothing says they can't. They can all, like, literally at any point in time they can reintroduce them. But all the same. Higurashi, I believe we got that this show. I mean, Interesting take, Rick. I can get why the feeling is that, though, because of the emotion and the genuine awe it inspired, the history that it made, how unprecedented it was then and now. That's awesome, Sean. Yo, the third ever Nitro. That's going back. That's 95. Wow, I was born in 95. Yo, dude, chill. That's awesome. I love to see it. That it goes to show that the fandom of pro wrestling is a very unique thing. They did do that just at the end of the match. Igarashi, that's great. That's right, because you're watching on delay. How would I book haters return? I would have her, you see, I feel like the way I would have done it is already something we can't do now because Britt's already back. But what I would have had happen is Britt return, and then in the midst of her celebratory, like, she's returning, and people are like, oh my god, it's her, you know? And they're like, it's Britt's moment, she's back. Then haters' music hits, and Britt looks like she didn't know it was coming. See that happen. Right, and I'm glad they did that, because time limit draw was written on the wall the second they announced the 60-minute time limit. Really glad that they swerved that expectation, because now there is some level, they have diverted it from that planning. This is now like the third time they've opened up a show with an hour-long match, and it would have been the third time limit draw if they had gone to it this time. So it needs to happen. See. Yep, the weasel. The weasel. That's awesome. Yo. Jordan's just like, booking, here you go. That's awesome. Duck. Rainmaker already? These lads are going, they're going a million miles a second. Right out the gate. And it's fair enough, because it's 10 from the top of the hour at the bell ring. Prince Nana or Daniel Garcia. Ooh. They're both very fun for different reasons. I gotta say Daniel Garcia's more general use. Well, not even more general use, because actually I think that would be Nana's dance. But I think you can use it in more instances. Like you can. Like, you don't need Swerve's music to do it, you know? Like, I feel like Nana's dance outside of that environment is kind of weird. Back in the 1970s. That's so awesome. Yo, he landed. He over-rotated a bit there.
Interesting, this match between the world champion and the Continental champion thus far has been a straight-up wrestling match. But we know, Taz, 1 week from tonight, Blood and Guts
Beautiful.
will be anything but.
It's the only long-term fantasy booking I have right now.
You're right, next week will not be a match.
Fair.
A bit of a mockery there, but right now the AEW World Champ.
Mine still has a fair chance of happening with the Danielson run. Wanted to get that world title run and have a hell of a month as champion. Or even longer. Nothing says it can't be longer. Sure. Last attended was the TNA UK show. Nice, dude. Trick.
Remember, Team AEW, only 4 members: Mark Briscoe, Swerve, Strickland, and as we found out earlier tonight, Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, the Acclaimed. So Team AEW, who's going to fill that 5th slot? Remember, Hangman Page, after losing in that, Swerve, faked high kick to the midsection of Okada, but after losing.
Indeed, it is David. Champion for champion. Yes, no, he's not confirmed as the 5th man. The thing is, X Kong, he's not retiring this year. He's becoming a part-time wrestler around Wrestle Dream.
Right now, the priority for Okada is the DDT on the floor. Swerve Strickland in trouble, and fans, our main event continues in picture-in-picture. Don't go anywhere.
Inside the ring.
Well, that DDT hit its mark.
Yes. Yeah, he's not retiring. He is no longer going to be a full-time wrestler starting around like September, October.
I mean, such a well-conditioned athlete, Taz, such a low resting heart rate, and I mean, really
That's why I think it is a possibility he wins the title at All In rather, and holds the title up until like Full Gear or something. Especially if only he's got to work like 3 or 4 dates.
step for step with somebody like Swerve Strickland. He chooses not to. I know Okada a long time, you know, early in his career when he came to the United States and was wrestling on excursion, you know, I got to know him and he was commentating on some of his matches, so nothing but respect for Okada, and you're spot on about his style. It doesn't matter, you know, the pace that someone
Right, I think so too.
it's timing. It's all about timing, and
And even if you just go to Wrestle Dream, like there's still enough. You can there's All Out, there's Grand Slam, there's Wrestle Dream, and then yeah, after Wrestle Dream is Full Gear.
He's been wrestling for 19 years. How many G1s he won? 4 times.
Well, there's the Thanksgiving edition of Dynamite, although I think that's right around Full Gear, so I could be. Man's adjusting his boots. We must be on commercial. We must be doing it in picture right now. See if Dane wins it all, and he shows it all and says he. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fair, Rick. I still can see him being like, I'm going to be doing these dates, and maybe come around for the weekly shows the week of those dates. But generally speaking, he'll otherwise not be around. He'll be probably the most part-time world champion AEW has, but I think that would be the most acceptable instance of a part-timer, not just because he is my GOAT, but because also he is Bryan Danielson, and is one of the hardest working dudes in the 21st century. Yes, they said picture-in-picture. Oh, okay. Good catch. I missed that. Have Christian take it. Oh, no. No, don't do that. No. I think it goes back to Swerve. I don't think Swerve's done as world champion. It's not been confirmed that's going to be the case yet, George.
Yes, sir. They have brought him over here, and the Elite have, and they have what have they created here?
yeah, that's the thing.
He was such a
How to go Sting round, retire it all in this champion. Oh, right. Well, the thing is, yeah, he's not going to be retiring this year. He'll just be like going part-time. I can see him just winning it and immediately vacating it, though. Like, he wins it and he has the moment there celebrating it, and then it's announced come on Dynamite that he's vacating the title because he's just not going to do that. Back to Swerve at Wrestle Dream would make me happy. Agreed, because, yeah, Swerve as world champion doesn't feel like he's done, but I also agree. I'm also of the mindset that we cannot pass this opportunity with Danielson because this is it. This is the only chance. All Out versus Mox. Yes, get that win back over Mox. Hell, and then you can finally sow the seeds for the BCC descent if you really want to like kind of dissolve that with Danielson going into his part-time situation. Then he comes around 3 times a year or whatever for some matches up until 2027. And then around then he'll probably retire full-time. Decided to... Welcome back, Mick.
Swerve Strickland just clipped Kazuchika Okada in the jaw with that headbutt. Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what, in the NFL, you get ejected for that. That was impressive, man. Headbutt right up in the jaw. I was just talking about during the break how powerful and tough the jaw is Okada, but it got tested. Swerve gets the boot up.
With the kick. That drop kick gets so high on it.
Lights out Swerve.
Not that I have seen, ow. Sound down there. Who's to say this is over? Danielson says going part-time, because remember the angle.
Footwork and athleticism.
for some reason I think that Swerve may
I completely forgot about that, Craig. That's not a bad shout. I don't think that's the case, but it's not impossible that something changed, you know?
don't stay with us. We're going to stay with them.
Working less dates doesn't necessarily have to be like a noticeable thing.
But Swerve fighting out, driving the elbow down. Well, it's good we have an overrun because right now no one has an advantage in my opinion, you know? I mean, as you would expect,
in a match like this between the AEW World Champion and the AEW Continental Champion. You see Swerve
Where's Moxley been at?
left shoulder. That was the target of Okada.
Probably taking some time off like he was due 2 years ago.
Floats over the flatliner, and look at that. Okada from his knees.
Mans has been world champion 3 times over since he was supposed to have that break and didn't get it. Nah, I kid. I think he may be working with New Japan a little bit more. Could actually just be taking some time off.
Words of encouragement from ringside.
Not a bad shout either way.
Okada observing the progress of the world champion, but the Continental champion to his feet.
Yeah, that eye said it all, Excalibur. He knew what was going on at Okada.
Yeah, that Swerve stomp likely was coming up next. But Okada just raking the eyes. And now Okada, maybe think of that neck breaker from that air raid position. Yeah, he's
Oh, yep. There it is. That air raid neck breaker.
and now the cover again. Okada hooks the far leg.
Plus when he does return, it'll be a large pop. Because, well, Mox is Mox. Exactly.
Does have an injury to that shoulder. You know that.
I made the comparison, I think, and I know a lot of people don't necessarily agree with it, but Mox is absolutely the Stone Cold of AEW. And it's just, I can't be convinced that that's not a fair assessment. It doesn't have to be like the character Moxley is like the character Stone Cold. That is not what I say. I'm saying the role that he plays to the company in regards to star power and genuine overness. I might go along with that. You're right. Like he just feels like that, you know? Oh, this guy.
Let's not forget what the Elite said about getting all the titles. They feel if they can take down the world,
Nice.
they're going to just add to it.
That chop to the back of the head was gross. Yo, folded him with that drop kick.
Can they take down the champion? They got the TNT champion.
Rocks of the veterans of AEW, true vet, like they're like the quote unquote what was it? The locker room leaders, if AEW were to have any.
The Young Bucks, but we know that the Acclaimed waiting in the wings to challenge for those titles by virtue of winning that eliminator match.
And watch this drop kick out.
I absolutely would think that, Rick. I would actually argue that Cody might have played that. No, because Cody left and stayed gone. If he came back after a year in the Fed or something like that, like Flair did in 92 to 93, then yeah. I think that. But no, I think you're on to something. That's a fair shout because like Mox with the star power he has, the genuine commitment, yeah.
Yes, he is. Okada avoids. Swerve rolls through, and now Kazuchika.
Oh, yeesh! Wow, he was quick to get into position for that tombstone.
And look at this. He's not trying to pin him.
Man is too good at this.
Rainmaker. He wants the knockout shot. Rainmaker, no. Swerve stomp from the
Nice.
It's amazing.
I agree. I feel you had that vibe. Yeah.
But it was really well done. Strickland watched this. Oh, look at this.
Oh, a DQ finish.
forcing the disqualification.
They are looking to take out the world champion before blood and guts.
But look at this. Hang on. Streaming down the ramp. Anthony Bones back.
Sure enough.
Team AEW.
Are they gonna get that tagged? Wow, man's blitzed down to the ring.
Mark Briscoe. The Ring of Honor World Champion representing AEW next week in Blood and Guts. And look at Briscoe's fists are all taped up. He is here to fight.
We got a fight right here in Little Rock.
Yeah, BCC, CAW as well. Nice. Beautiful. Man's had so much speed on that Suicide Senton. Oh. Nice. One day, EO, yes, I absolutely want to see him return to AEW. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
He wanted to get his hands on Swerve Strickland one way or another.
Yes, Eric. Once I learned of that situation, I was like, oh, that might have had a lot of decision making. Yes, he's there. Oh, and then Okada picking the leg. Oh, and then... Oh, no, there's that tension again. Okada cost Hangman his chance to get his hands on Swerve. Because if he had gotten in the ring right there, if he didn't get pulled out, he would have gotten in sooner. Leg up. Oh, man. Like, it's a very ambiguous situation, but you know Hangman's going to spin it in a way that his spot was going to... They've already had that tension, those stare downs. You even saw earlier when he said, and my personal favorite, when Matt... There he is. There he is.
Darby, he said he was coming for the elite, and they're turning their look. Here he comes. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I don't see him anywhere. This is completely out of control, Phil. What the hell's going on here?
No, this is... How'd I know? No fucking way. Wow. I'm not happy with the DQ finish, but it's a fun post-match brawl. Sheesh, through that stuff. It would just become the new Sting. I got chilled right. Ooh. Daredevil ass motherfucker. Oh, yes, I absolutely do, Higurashi. There was actually a confirmed overrun for the show now that I think about it. What? It stung! Dynamite is an insane ghost. Right, Jordan? It's great to see. It's so awesome. A good show. It really was. Thank y'all so much for vibing out tonight. This has been an awesome Dynamite. Wow. And this is from the opening match, new champion. Oh my gosh, new champion. That's the thing I was stuck about, because I did not see MJF winning that title. But yes, y'all, thanks so much. Do drop a thumbs up on your way out in case you haven't done so. We did really good on the thumbs up tonight. He all showed up and showed out. Thank you so much for that. Dude, do subscribe if you're new here. If you haven't done so already, hope you enjoy the vibes. It goes a long way. Make sure that bells are always on for notification. We only live stream here. We got Dynamite, Rampage, Collision on a weekly basis, as well as any WWE or AEW PLEs that may be going live. We move around our schedule to make it happen. Of course, we've got our secondary channel, WM Network. We do a few fun things over there. Check that out if you're into wrestling, gaming of any kind. Between our randomized CPU tournament, our My Rise playthroughs, and the My GM Mode 4-way playthrough we got going on. It's a lot of fun. But that's all from me, you know. I know where I'm going to go when I'm not streaming. You're very welcome, Rick. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. It was fun. Hell yeah. But y'all take care. Have a wonderful night and happy wrestling.